Have you ever felt like there's a hidden code to unlocking boundless energy, radiant skin, and optimal health? Well, there is, and the answer might be sitting right under your nose, or more accurately, just outside your plate. Today, we're diving deep into the world of nutrition and revealing 10 powerful superfoods that your body might be silently begging for. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to be amazed at what you've been missing out on. Are you ready to supercharge your health and elevate your daily vitality? Stick with me, because these aren't just any ordinary foods. They're nature's very own medicine cabinet. First up, we have number 1, garlic and onions. Hey, ever noticed how garlic and onions can be so strong they make us tear up? Despite their kick, they're actually doing wonders for our health. Yep, foods like garlic, onions, chives, and leeks don't just taste great. They're like superheroes for our bodies. People used to believe garlic could ward off bad vibes, and guess what? Science says it's got some pretty cool antibacterial and antiviral powers too. And there's more. Research shows that these pungent veggies might even help prevent cancer, especially for those of us dealing with diabetes, high cholesterol, or blood pressure issues. Garlic could be a game changer. So next time you're cooking, don't shy away from these superfoods. Number 2, kombucha and kimchi. Ever heard of kombucha or kimchi? Yeah, those tangy, sometimes fizzy foods that seem to be all the rage lately. Turns out they're not just trendy. They're packed with some seriously good stuff for our bellies. Foods like kombucha, kimchi, kefir, and even yogurt are full of probiotics. Those are the friendly bacteria that keep our guts happy. Now here's a fun fact. Our bodies are like bustling cities for these bacteria, forming this vast community called the microbiome. And according to some recent 2021 research, keeping this community diverse and vibrant might help prevent certain diseases. It's especially crucial for folks with conditions like Crohn's or rheumatoid arthritis, as they might need a little extra boost of the good bacteria. So, whether it's a swig of kombucha or a dollop of yogurt, let's give a shout out to these fermented wonders for keeping our guts in check. Number 3, sweet potatoes. All right, who's a fan of sweet potatoes? Yeah, these orange wonders aren't just tasty, they're rock stars in the health world. Think about it. Carrots, beets, parsnips, and even regular potatoes have been our trusty sidekicks through history, keeping us fed and warm during those chilly winter months. And guess what? These underground treasures aren't just filling. According to the researchers over at Harvard, they're bursting with the good kind of carbs that give us all the energy we need. And if that wasn't enough, some studies even hint that munching on these can help us ward off some big health baddies like diabetes and cancer. The cherry on top, for all my gluten-free pals out there, sweet potatoes got your back. So whether you're avoiding gluten or just want a super healthy spud, sweet potatoes are the way to go. Number 4, mushrooms. These guys have been hailed as superfoods for ages. In places like China, they're not just a pizza topping, but a trusted remedy to keep you feeling fresh and living longer. Now here's where it gets interesting. Some clever folks in lab coats have been peeking into mushrooms to see if they can help out with some serious health issues like breast cancer. And while a recent 2022 review did hint at some promising anti-cancer vibes from mushrooms, it's essential to keep our excitement in check. The research is still budding, and we need more in-depth studies to get the full picture. But hey, it's another reason to appreciate these versatile veggies even more. Number 5, nuts and seeds. I'm not just talking about those candied or salty ones you snack on during movie nights. I'm diving deep into the incredible world of nuts and seeds. Whether it's almonds doing wonders for your heart or cashews giving your brain a little boost, these tiny treats are a dynamite source of good fats, fibers, and protein. And yep, that's coming straight from those health scientists over at Harvard. Don't sleep on seeds either. Flax seeds, chia, hemp, sprinkle them on your oatmeal, smoothies, or salads, and boom, you've got a vitamin-packed meal. Worried about the fat content in nuts? Here's the cool part. They keep our tummies satisfied for longer, and studies have even linked them to less weight gain. Oh, and let's not forget about our MVP, the walnut, stealing the spotlight with its disease-fighting powers. So next time you're feeling peckish, grab a handful and munch away. Number 6, seafood. You know how we're always hearing about the not-so-great sides of some meats that can be a bummer for our hearts? Well, fish is like the superhero in this story, packed with protein and those amazing healthy fats. Let's get a bit nerdy for a second. The real MVPs in fish are these omega-3 fatty acids called EPA and DHA. Now, I know that sounds all sciencey, but here's the deal. Our bodies love them way more than the omega-3s we get from plants like flaxseed and nuts. According to the big brains at the National Institutes of Health, these guys are major key players in keeping our hearts healthy, reducing the risk of some nasty diseases, and even helping little babies develop right. But here's the kicker. A study showed that a lot of us, especially women and kids, aren't getting enough of these omega-3s. So the American Heart Association is like, hey folks, how about adding at least 2 servings of fish to your weekly menu? And bonus points if you go for the fattier choices like salmon or sardines. Number 7, avocados. You know that creamy green goodness that takes your toast from bland to wow? Yep, I'm talking about the mighty avocado. But it's not just a trendy brunch topper. This bad boy is loaded with stuff that's awesome for our health. So let's break it down. The USDA tells us that just half of this green gem gives us a cool dose of magnesium, which is super important for keeping our blood pressure and sugar in check. Plus, did you know that if you skimp on magnesium, you might up your chances of getting type 2 diabetes? That's what the NIH says. But wait, there's more. Avocados are also champions when it comes to fiber and those fantastic heart-loving fats. And here's a pro tip from the American Heart Association. Swap out some of those not-so-great fats, like the ones in butter, for the glorious fats in avocados. Your heart will probably give you a virtual high five. Number 8, berries. Okay, berry enthusiasts, gather round. Ever noticed how blueberries are always flaunting their superfood status? Well, they've earned it. But let's not forget about their berry buddies like blackberries, strawberries, and raspberries. Sure, they all have their unique nutritional profiles, but here's the scoop. They're all low-calorie, big on fiber, and absolutely brimming with those awesome antioxidants that show cancer-causing free radicals who's boss. Now, a special shout-out to our blue buddies. Those gorgeous blue hues aren't just for show. They're packed with anthocyanin pigments, which apart from making them look tasty, are also hard-working antioxidants. Studies even suggest they might help keep nasty stuff like diabetes, heart disease, and even Alzheimer's at bay. So next time you're in the mood for a snack, go grab a handful of berries and let the magic happen. Number 9, dark leafy greens. We're talking about our favorite leafy greens like kale, spinach, and even good old lettuce. These greens owe their fabulous shades to chlorophyll, the stuff that keeps plants thriving. But guess what? They're not just pretty to look at. The American Institute for Cancer Research gives them a thumbs up because the fiber in these greens might help keep colorectal cancer at bay. Oh, and there's more. Those same greens also have carotenoids, another set of plant pigments that double as antioxidants. Some researchers even think they're a key player in keeping certain cancers away. Number 10, pomegranate. You know those fancy fruits you sometimes spot at the store and wonder, what's that all about? Well, pomegranates are one of those underrated superstars. While they might not always be the first pick in the fruit aisle, research is hinting that these ruby red beauties could be secret agents for our hearts. Yep, there's talk about pomegranates potentially giving our heart health a boost and even making the cut as a dietary supplement to fend off heart-related troubles. Now your turn. So, how many of these superfoods are you already buddies with? And which ones are you excited to try out next? Drop a comment below and share your superfood stories. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button. See you in the next video.